Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Learn English Online. Today we are going to discuss direct and indirect speech. So let's get started. Question comes in our mind that what is indirect and direct speech. It is important to know that there are two ways to convey a message of a person or the words spoken by a person to another person. In direct speech, we may quote the actual words of the speaker. This method is called direct speech. In indirect speech, we may report what he said without quoting his exact words. This method is called indirect speech or reported speech. Common example of direct speech is they said we are going to cinema. While in indirect speech, the statement will become that they said that they were going to cinema. Now let's discuss the structure of direct speech. In direct speech, the exact words of the speaker have been used. The words quoted have been put within quotation marks or inverted commas. The first letter of the quotation begins with a capital letter. There is always a comma of a colon after said that introduces the spoken words. Now let's discuss the structure of indirect speech. In indirect speech, the speech that is reported is not put within inverted commas and does not begin with a capital letter that has been placed before the indirect speech. Let's discuss the rule for the change of pronouns. Pronouns of the first person in the reported speech are changed in indirect speech to the same person as the subject of the reporting verb. Observe the following examples of direct and indirect speech. In indirect speech, we have statement that is, he says to me, I am tired. It is important to note that in direct speech, we will use commas and the actual quote will be written in inverted commas. The first person pronoun, that is I, in direct speech will be changed into he in indirect speech as evident in the following examples. So the indirect speech will become a little changed as I will change into he, so indirect speech will become he tells me that he is tired. In direct speech, the statement of the second example is he said to me I am faithful. In indirect speech, the statement will become he told me that he was faithful. Here again I will change into he. Pronouns of the second person in the reported speech are changed in indirect to the same person as the noun or pronoun coming after the reporting verb. If the object of the reporting verb is not given, the sense of the pronoun to be used should be carefully determined. See the following examples. In direct speech example, she said to him, you are intelligent. Here you is a second person pronoun that will change into indirect to the same person as the noun or pronoun coming after the reporting verb. That was him. So the indirect speech example has become she said to him that he was intelligent. Observe the other example of direct speech, which is he said to me you are late for the party. Here you is a second person pronoun which will change in reported speech into indirect form to the same person as the noun or pronoun coming after the reporting verb. That was me and it became I. So indirect speech example will become he said to me that I was late for the party. The pronouns of the third person in the reported speech remain unchanged in indirect speech. In the following example, he will come is a reported speech, so its pronoun will remain unchanged as it says they said that he would come, so he will remain as it was. Observe the second example. Here the pronoun of reported speech remain unchanged in indirect speech, which was they, as it become you said that they were waiting for the bus. Here the third person pronoun has remained unchanged. Now let's discuss the rules for changing the tense. We will observe how present tense will change from present simple into past simple. Observe the following example. Here first is he said that I write a letter. Here I write a letter is in present simple tense. When it will change into indirect narration, that is he said that he wrote a letter, it will become he wrote a letter, which is past simple tense. Second example is she said he goes to school daily. Here present simple tense has been used, which will be changed into past simple tense, which will become in indirect narration as she said that he went to school daily. In the third example, the direct narration has been written in present simple as they said we love our country, which will be changed into past simple in indirect narration as they said that they love their country. In the fourth example, the direct narration has been written in present simple tense as he said he does not like computer. It will change into past simple as he said that he did not like computer as indirect narration. Let's discuss the rule of changing the tense from present continuous into past continuous tense. In the first example, present continuous or direct narration, he said he is listening to the music, which will change into past continuous tense as he was listening to the music as indirect narration. In the second example, present continuous or direct narration is she said I am washing my clothes, which will change into past continuous that she was washing her clothes in indirect narration. In third example, the direct form of present continuous tense is we are enjoying the weather, which will change into past continuous as they were enjoying the weather in indirect narration. In fourth example, the direct form of present continuous as is I am not laughing will change into past continuous as she was not laughing in indirect narration. Let's discuss the rule of changing the present perfect tense into past perfect tense. In the first example, present perfect of direct narration as she said he has finished his work will change into past perfect tense of indirect narration as she said that he had finished his work. In the second example, present perfect tense of direct narration as he said I have started a job will change into past perfect tense of indirect narration as he said that he had started a job. And the third example of direct narration as I said she have eaten the meal in present perfect narration will change into past perfect tense of indirect narration as I said that she had eaten the meal. In the fourth example, they have not gone will change into had not gone. Let's discuss the change of present perfect continuous tense into past perfect continuous tense in direct and indirect narration. In the first example, he said I have been studying since 3 o'clock will change into past perfect continuous as had been studying since 3 o'clock. In the second example, it has been raining for 3 days will change into it has been raining for 3 days. In the third example, she has been working in this office since 2007 will change into had been working in this office since 2007. Let's discuss the rule of changing the tense from past simple indefinite into past perfect tense. In the first example, past simple indefinite tense as you answered correctly will change into past perfect tense as had answered correctly. In the second example, they went to cinema will change into they had go to cinema. In the third example, I made a table will change into he had made a table. In the fourth example, I didn't buy a car will change into she had not bought a car. Let's discuss the rule of changing the tense from past continuous tense into past perfect continuous tense. In the first example, were enjoying the weather will change into had been enjoying the weather. In the second example, which was waiting for you will change into had been waiting for me. In the third example, was raining will change into had been raining. In the fourth example, was not laughing will change into had not been laughing. Let's discuss the rule of conversion of tense from past perfect tense into past perfect tense without any change. In the first example, she had visited a doctor will remain unchanged as she had visited a doctor. In the second example, similarly, had started a business will remain unchanged as had started a business. In the third example, had eaten the meal will remain unchanged as had eaten the meal. In the fourth example, had not gone to New York will remain unchanged as had not gone to New York. Let's discuss the rule of changing the tense from future simple tense in which will change into would. In the first example, will study the book will change into would study the book. In the second example, will buy a computer will change into would buy a computer. In the third example, will send you gifts will change into would send me gifts. In the fourth example, will not take the exam will change into would not take the exam. Let's discuss the rule of changing the tense from future continuous tense, in which will be changed into would be. In the first example, will be waiting for him will change into would be waiting for him. In the second example, will be shifting to new home will change into would be shifting into new home. In the third example, will be working hard will change into would be working hard. While in the fourth example, will not be flying kite will change into would not be flying kites. Let's discuss the rule of changing the tense in future perfect tense, in which we will change into would have. In the first example, will have finished the work will change into would have finished the work. In the second example, will have passed the examination will change into would have passed the examination. In the third example, will have gone will change into would have gone. Sometimes the tense of reported speech may not change. If reported speech is a universal truth, though its reporting verb belongs to past tense, observe the following example. Here in indirect narration, the universal truth mathematics is a science will remain unchanged. In the second example, the universal truth sun rises in east will also remain unchanged. We observe that the tense didn't change because reported speech is a universal truth, though its reporting verb belongs to past tense. Let's discuss the change of words in indirect and indirect narration. Words indicating nearness of time or place in the direct speech are changed into those indicating distance when converted into indirect speech. Now will change into that, here will change into there, age will change into before, thus will change into so, today will change into that day, tomorrow will change into the next day, yesterday will change into the day before. Last night will change into night before, this will change into that, these will change into those, hence will change into then, hither will change into thither. Let's discuss the assertive form of direct and indirect speech. Statements or assertive sentences are also known as indicative or declarative sentences. The reporting verb in this form is generally a verb of saying and is changed into tell from direct narration into indirect narration as told. Sometimes the following words are used to give clearness of meanings like inform, state, reply, answer, remind, declare, remark, and assure. Observe the following examples here of the direct narration, which is John said, "Brother, I am going." In indirect form, it will change John told her brother that he was going. Here tell will change into told. In the second example, Nelson said to his granny, "I have never seen fear anyone here," will change in indirect form as Nelson told his granny that he had never seen fear anywhere here. Imperative sentences give an order or direct command. These sentences may come in the form of advice, appeals, request, suggestion, or order. Either a period or an exclamation point is used at the end of the sentence depending on the forcefulness of the speaker. For example, open the door, please help me, learn your lesson. To change the sentences into indirect speech, the word ordered or requested or advised or suggested or forbade or not to do is added to reporting verb depending upon nature of imperative sentence in reported speech. No conjunctions will be used. Change the verb of this reported speech into an infinitive by placing before it the preposition to. Let's discuss the interrogative form of direct and indirect speech. In reporting questions in the indirect way, the reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire, demand, or query, or some such verb. Inquire and demand take off before the personal object, while ask may be followed by such an object. Rewrite the reported speech in the assertive form, that is, bring the subject before the verb. The conjunction that is not used after the reporting verb, question mark, will give place to full stop. When the question begins with an interrogative pronoun such as what, who, which, whom, whose, or with an interrogative adverb such as when, where, why, how, the same word will be used to introduce the indirect speech. Observe the following examples here. The direct form is I said to him, who are you? In indirect form, said will change into inquired and who will remain as who. In the second example, Ajmal said to me, why do you not go home? Here said will be changed into asked and why will remain as why. When the question begins with the auxiliary of the finite verb that are, is, are, am, was, did, do, can, may, will, shall, has and have, or in other words, whenever the question may have yes or no, if or whether is used to introduce indirect speech. Observe the following examples here. In the first example, the direct form states that the teacher said to the boy, have you done your homework? In the indirect conversation, said will be changed into asked and whether will be used to introduce indirect speech. So the statement will become, the teacher asked the boy whether he had done his homework. Observe the second example here. In indirect narration, Mr. Jones said as Mr. Smith at home. Here said will change into inquired and if will be used to introduce indirect speech. Let's discuss the exclamatory form of direct and indirect speech. These are the sentences that express our feelings and emotions in the form of state of joy or sorrow or wonder. Exclamation marks are used at the end of an exclamatory sentence. For example, he said, hurrah, I won a prize. In indirect speech, it will be written as he exclaimed with joy that he had won the prize. In the second example of direct speech, John said, wow, what a nice shirt it is. It will change in indirect speech as John exclaimed with wonder that it was a nice shirt. To change such sentences, the words exclaimed with joy or exclaimed with sorrow or exclaimed with wonder is added in the reporting verb depending upon the nature of exclamatory sentence in indirect speech. Omit the interjections such as oh, bravo, hush, alas, hurrah, an exclamation as ah, me, confound it, etc. Suitable verbs can be used such as wish, declare, cry out, exclaim, pray, converse and bless in place of reporting verb. The sense of feeling of the exclamation may be indicated in the principal clause by means of adverbial phrases such as with regret, with fear, with sorrow and with joy or delight where necessary. So this is it for today. See you in the next video. Just stay tuned with Let's Learn English Online for more informative videos.